Hey, hi everyone. This is Droden with another stream for Expedition 33. Last time we had completed one of the axons, and we had later found an area with a lot of lore implications and a couple of tough bosses, including a chromatic. After completing that, we had come back to camp, and I felt that while I had done a few things at camp, there were still a few other things that we could do. So yeah, let's first do those, and then we can continue ahead with the story. Probably do the fight with the second axon. Also, I think we opened up a new option essentially in order to proceed to side areas which we were earlier not able to access by being able to break these crystal stone barriers with our regular attack like this. So yeah, always a good thing for that to happen, for us to be able to access more areas. So maybe at some point we'll want to go and take a look at those areas as well. Yeah, before I forget, let me mention that due to persistent network challenges, there might be a problem in terms of that stream suddenly coming to an end. If I'm able to fix those, then in a short while, right, then I will continue with the stream. Otherwise, we'll have to carry on tomorrow or in a later stream. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's see what else we can do here at camp, right? So first what I wanted to do was I wanted to have a look at everybody's skills. The reason is I feel that I might have jimped a few characters in terms of their damage. Excuse me. So I'm doing good damage with Verso for sure, and with Skiel. While with Luna, Mile and Monoko, I feel that I'm not doing as well. With Monoko, it's understandable because I've put roulette on him, and sometimes the damage goes down because of that. I'm going to replace it now, no matter what. We'll find a new set of, you can say, Pictos, which give him similar stats, and then we'll sort of basically ensure that the damage output is a lot more steady, right? That's one. Excuse me. The other thing we wanted to do was also relook at our skill, you can say the skill setup, the skills that we have put, maybe rebalance some of them, maybe do some changes there. The reason being, I feel that the synergies are not really working well in some boss fights where, or at least there is a big gap, right, between my regular damage output and my peak damage output. So I'm trying to bridge that gap, make it a lot more steady. For that, a few things that I have noticed is that we keep running out of AP. So we need a few more Pictos which can, or abilities which can give AP. The second thing is, excuse me, I think I have, yeah, I'm probably coming down with something, but hopefully not anytime soon. Maybe hopefully not before I finish the game. Anyway, the second thing is that we need, so the AP is one, the other is obviously skills and, or not skills, steady outflow of damage. And to get that, I think we also need to ensure that our base attack and our ranged attack is doing good damage. So my thought is to rebalance the Pictos so that we have a standard set of Pictos across every character for base damage and as well as for ranged free aim damage. And then in terms of the skills, we'll have those skills which provide AP, and we'll have those skills which enable additional you can say enable additional damage, or not additional but steady damage, and support the rest. So yeah, that's the plan, because what I see is that my weapons are pretty high level, while my as in I haven't put too much into might, so that might be one reason why my damage is low, which is again something that I can look at, right? Might is the one stat that you don't get through Pictos, so technically you can maybe put everything in might and get the rest through Pictos, although there are only 3, so you don't have too many options, but still you can get so not just might and luck, I think both well, it's not might and luck, I think, yeah, it's attack power and crit rate. So out of those, only attack power we don't get. So health, speed, crit rate and defense is always are 4 things that we get through Pictos, and attack power we don't. My bad, sorry. And yeah, so that's where we can rebalance it, so that we can put more points into might. We get more or the similar amount of stats through the Pictos across health, speed, crit rate and defense, and then we basically have a better damage output. That's one way to do it, right? And okay, the reason why this is important, I feel, is that a couple of bosses that we recently faced, one was Chromatic, which only ended up continuing to fly, and which had 3 separate entities which are all flying, so they could dodge all most skills, those kind of attacks. So we needed basically to put everything in free aim. And the other one was where basically we were due to the speed of the boss, we were not able to get in too many attacks. So when we did get in attacks, and obviously the speed meant that the bosses were attacking us more often, we were getting hit more often, and we were losing AP because of that more often, because we have that Picto which takes out our AP in order to reduce the damage that we take in. So we'll have to rethink whether we want to have that Pictos on our persons as well, because it seems to be causing a problem in terms of our AP generation. Alright, so having said that, and that's a lot, it's a lot of work that needs to be done. So what I'm going to do is, I know what I'm going to do, so I'm not going to do all of that right now. I'll just work on Monaco and the roulette for now, and maybe her, Duna. For the rest, so scale and I think scale and versus damage is quite good. Mile sometimes has good damage, but some other times she doesn't. I think it's based on what stance she's in. So for her, I think we might need to look at another weapon. We have been sort of switching her weapons over and over again. So there's no standardized set of Pictos or the overall set, you can say, build that we are using. In her case, we need to first find a good weapon for her. That's what I keep on feeling. Yeah, so between these folks, we'll work on Monaco right now, and we'll see if we can do anything about Luna. But for the others, we won't take it up right now. We'll continue, as I said, with the story after the second Daxon fight. We'll come back and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, let's look at Monaco. So Monaco has, Monaco's skills also are something that we might need to look at later, but first let's look at his Pictos. We want to get rid of roulette. It has defense and crit rate. We have speed and crit rate, we have health. What we need is so beneficial contamination gives 274 defense and speed, which is not bad. In fact, I think with these two, yeah, this is a great one for him, because the 14% crit rate that he's getting from both these pictos, we can probably get from, or at least close to that, can be received from a single picto. Plus 2 AP on supplying a status effect once per turn. So this is excellent, because what this will give us is an opportunity to get additional AP, which is the second problem that I was facing. So I will replace roulette with this. We are going to lose 9% crit rate. And we have SOS rush as well, which gives defense and speed and applies rush when falling below 50 health, which is fine. I think it's not super great. Then we have healing share, which gives health and crit rate, and we receive 15% of all heals affecting other characters, but we do have inverted, so it's not a good thing for us. Glass cannon is there, which deals 25% more damage but takes 25% more damage and gives speed. I think this might be useful for Mile, frankly. Auto rush is there. It gives 10% crit rate and 112 speed, and it applies rush for 3 turns on battle start. We have healing. I think we looked at healing share, auto rush. Okay. Let's look at something which has a lot of crit rate. This has 13% crit rate, longer powerful. On applying powerful, its duration is increased by 2. We don't have a way to apply powerful on ourselves too. I think this will work well for Verso, right? Because we have powerful on him for free aim, not free aim, basic attacks. Anything else which gives a lot of crit rate? Yeah, burning death is actually also fine. Sometimes we end up getting killed, and that will automatically hurt all enemies. And it gives 12% crit rate as well. So this is one that we can consider. Charging tint, no. This one. Fueling break. Breaking a target doubles its burn amount. That's a bit more situational. Then we have at its store. Deals 50% more damage of health below 10. That almost never gets triggered. Apply powerful for 3 turns when revived. That's also pretty decent, I would say. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is let's look at the others that are there. Maybe we can take one from some of the other folks, right? Confident is there. Confident fighter is there. Immaculate, I think we are going to keep on him because he gets a lot of hits at the beginning. First offensive would work well, in fact, for him, along with augmented first strike and the fact that he gets 2 hits in at the beginning. But we'll always get a big skill at the beginning. Thing is, yeah, this is worth considering as well, I think. This is definitely worth considering. And then we have fueling break and burning death. I don't think there is anything else. There's breaking burn as well. 25% increased break damage on burning enemies. Yeah, I'm going to put breaking burn, I think. That makes a lot more sense. Instead of augmented first strike, and then replace augmented first strike with hold on, I just realized one thing. We took off a skill that sometimes increases our damage by 50%. So ideally we should put in a skill which also gives us additional damage. Healing share is actually very good. We should put it on somebody. But yeah, this increases our damage, so we should put this on. But this is just break damage, by the way, not regular damage. And we have combo attack available as well, although that gives only 6% crit rate. Longer powerful is also there. Yeah, I think I'm going to use longer powerful. I didn't see that it was there as well. But again, it's not adding any damage to us. The problem is, it's not adding any damage. The only one that will add damage is glass cannon. It will give just speed though. In which case we can replace beneficial contamination with something that gives crit rate and defense. Crit rate and defense and crit rate. Oh, we are again back to the same problem. I don't think there are too many good defense and crit rate. Yeah, at death's door again we are coming back to the same problem. It's a big issue. It's not as simple basically. Roulette technically also increases our damage when it gives us 50% less damage. So maybe we don't need to worry about it. That's another way to look at it, right? In which case you can just go with this longer powerful and we should be good. Then I can replace energizing start with something else, possibly. Let's look at doing that. Let's put longer powerful instead of energizing start. So we have 376 health here and he has 513 health on energizing start. Our healing share is there, but then we'll need to, we cannot give him healing because he has inverted. Maybe we can get rid of inverted for him. He doesn't have any of the confident pictos, so it doesn't make sense to give him inverted, frankly. If we get rid of inverted in his case, we can give him healing share, right? Which can replace his energizing start. So let's set it Lumine. Let's get rid of where is it? Inverted affinity. Okay. And let's add instead energizing attack. I don't think we can though. We need one more review for that. We'll remove defensive mode then. Or breaking shots, we can get rid of those. Although I wanted to keep basic damage and basic damage as well as your damage from free aim attacks. I wanted to keep that high. So maybe it's not a good idea to remove that. We do have one AP at battle start from energizing start 2 though, and we have one more from energizing start 1, so maybe we don't need to worry about that. We can get energizing death instead as well. You can definitely get rid of defensive mode, get 10 AP, and then consider putting all of that somewhere else, like combo attack, which is a good one. First strike to play first, exposing attack, immaculate is also pretty good, I would say. In fact, everybody should have immaculate, because that's effectively giving us additional damage till we get an attack. So we'll put immaculate on him. Okay, and then we can go and change the Lumina, energizing start to healing share. So he lost a bit of roulette damage, but he got immaculate, which increases his damage. Augmented first strike we are keeping, and yeah, the 9% crit rate that we lost, we are going to get back from healing share with 14% crit rate, and we have removed inverted. That way he can get healed. Excellent. So yeah, the inverted damage, obviously the 50% damage drop off will also be significant, but he can get healed now and should be still doing decent damage because roulette is no longer there. Alright, okay. Anyway, he's not using confidence, so we cannot, there's no point in having him inverted as well. It just makes it so that more party members cannot be healed. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this setup for Monaco for now. We'll now look at his skills, see if we can give him anything else. He has sapling absorption for recovery, which is good. He has 3 agile skills, one for going through shields, one for marking all targets, and one for repeated use. He has a break skill, and he has another high break damage skill. I think yeah, I think he has a good combination here. We can look at the new skills that he has seen. So Brassier Smash deals medium single target fire damage and applies 3 burn. It has 2 hits and it's a balanced mask increased damage. This is a very simple skill, I would say. We have Bouclier Fortify, which applies shelf to 1 to 3 allies for 3 turns and also applies 1 shield. We have Breuler Bash. I think we were using it earlier. It's a caster mask skill. Let's look at the big ones, right? Yeah, Portier Crash, I think we had used it earlier. It does do a decent amount of damage, but very rarely were we able to use it. Then there is Chalier combo. I think this one I had not seen earlier. Deals high single target physical damage, 6 hits, interrupted with fail. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, I had replaced that. This is one of his initial skills that he has, but yeah, it gets interrupted. I'm not sure I want to use that. Then Contortionist Blast. That deals medium physical damage. It heals all allies by 10% for each enemy hit. The problem with this one is that some allies have inverted, right? Yeah, so I don't want to do ally heals. So I think this is a good, decently good setup for him for now. I think there was one more skill which gave him powerful. Maybe we can use that. Applies powerful to self. Yeah, deals medium earth damage to all 3 enemies, applies power to pull to self, and I'm not sure, is this better than this? Stalactite punches. So it is a single target ice damage. It does a lot of damage in fact. And this one is an AoE, and it applies powerful as well. Yeah, I think I should use this instead of stalactite punches. It does give powerful, right? So that's always a good buff to have. Stalactite punches does 4 hits. A lot of times they do like they were doing about 5,000 damage. So 5,000 and 1,000 rate because of the roulette. But you could get in excess of 15,000 damage for the entire combo. The only issue was the roulette. Otherwise, I think they would be doing around, say, 12,000 damage. But that would be always, you can say, that will be the standard damage, right? So our damage overall will increase because it applies powerful, and we have mark as well, so that also doubles up. Overall, I think, yeah, this is a better set. It doesn't do extra break damage, but that's fine. I think we can work around that for now. All right. I think, yeah, this is a good situation that we are in. So Monaco is fine. Let's look at her Luna, that is. First, let's look at her Pictos. She has again a health Picto. She has enfeebling mark, and she has first offensive. In her case, not sure first offensive is such a good idea, frankly. We should also give her immaculate. Yeah, which reminds me, hold on, before we even do that, have I gone and used all the Lumina points? I'm not sure I have. Yeah, I have 21 more points. Damn. There are 5 people. I can give 1 point to him, and then there are 5 points for each. 4 points, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we are much better off, and there are 4 more points. Everybody can be brought up to 78 that way. Let's do that. 3, 4. All right. Now this guy can get another Picto, right? Yeah, he can get another Picto. In fact, the one we had skipped using, we can, yeah, an AP Picto might work well for him for 1. Inverted affinity we had specifically removed. We don't want to add that again. Energizing death is also actually not bad, frankly. Somebody's dying, everyone, the other people getting 4 AP is very welcome, I would say. Augmented aim is something that he doesn't have, nor does he have augmented counter. I think augmented counter is the best out of all of these. That or rewarding mark. I think rewarding mark is good because I would be able to mark targets, and then rewarding mark will give him 2 additional AP. I have marking shots as well, so yeah, in combination that works pretty well. Sorry, yeah, it does have marking short, so rewarding mark is something that we should definitely get additional AP from that. Alright, that works. There's basically one additional AP though. And that is if we get a mark on the first free aim. And instead of that, the other option was to get augmented counter. I think augmented counter makes more sense, or augmented aim as well. One of these two, but aim is 3 AP, so let's go with augmented counter. Yeah. All right, 10 points, nice. You can get a combo attack actually. She can also get enfeebling mark. Okay. She does mark targets with her. No, she makes them defenseless. She has marking shots and rewarding mark though. Okay. Combo attack makes sense. For our augmented attack also is good. But we don't have anything which we don't want on her currently. What about confident? She doesn't have confident. Okay. She has one confident. Interesting. And immaculate as is there as well. That's worth giving. Alright. She has 10 AP as well. But before we go there, let's look at what we want to give her. So she has energizing parry, enfeebling mark, and first offensive. And I wanted to replace first offensive with something better. So instead of first offensive, we'll give her immaculate. And then we'll use something to replace first offensive, speed and crit rate. Hey, again speed and crit rate. You can give her augmented counter. We can't, okay, fine. Speed and crit rate, although not as much crit rate as we would like. Longer powerful is there. Burning death is there. Yeah, burning death might actually make sense for her. I don't think there's anything else that we can use. So longer powerful actually makes sense. But it would make more sense on Monoko. Yeah, let's do one thing. Instead of healing share, fair enough, we'll do some HP. We'll get longer powerful. Okay? Because he now has a skill to give himself powerful. Alright. And in her case, we get healing share instead of first offensive. The problem with that is that Now she is lacking speed. We can give her something instead of enfeebling mark, frankly, for speed and crit rate. Combo attack. Yeah, I don't think. Does she have combo attack? She has combo attack. Okay. So she'll get 3 hits in combo. And that's what it looks like. Again, lose more speed. What did we have instead of healing share? We had first offensive, right? So 75 speed at 13% crit rate. So crit rate is more, health is much more, but speed is not high enough. There's combo attack 1 and combo attack 2, right? There's combo attack 1. There is no combo attack 2. Doesn't make any sense. There is only combo attack 1. There is only combo attack 1. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so there is only one combo attack. So she already has it, doesn't? But yeah, that will clear up 10 AP for us to use for her. And give her energizing parry. But she loses 200 health because of that. Auto rush is pretty good. And time tint is also very interesting, especially with auto rush. Hmm. 5% of a gradient charge when using an item is also not bad, frankly. 376, 145. Yeah, let's do one thing. Let's use time tint and let's use auto rush. So now we have higher health, higher crit rate, it's almost the same, actually higher speed and good defense. Yeah, I think this is a good combination. Alright, and we need to give her energizing start. She has 0 AP. No, we need to give her energizing parry. Wow, it requires 15 Lumina. I think for now we'll get rid of combo attack and what else? Sweet kill. And give her energizing parry instead. What does combo do? 93 speed, 6% critical, 112 speed, 7% critical on my auto rush. I think healing parry is better than time tint. And instead of auto rush, then we can get combo attack here. Yeah. So no rush for now. We'll give it to somebody else. Instead, we have a parry based. All right. Okay, she's all set. Now with her skills, right? I'd taken out Thunderfall because it was random, but I think on a single boss enemy it works quite well. But it's still medium damage. Mayhem is high damage. And yeah, her weapon doesn't have any. Yeah, it is a elemental weapon, so it will create stains, generate stains. But elemental trick I am not really enjoying. I am going to replace that with Thunderfall, I suppose. So we have thunder, we have ice, we have earth, we have fire, and we have revitalization for the entire party, and mayhem to break. As for, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so there we spent quite a bit of time. Is there any weapon upgrade we want to do? I think we had decided not to do any right for now. We need to get a better one for her though.
Okay, one last thing I think is to see if we need to reset anything on the attribute side. Maybe for Monaco his health is not looking too good. Well, his speed is quite high. Yeah, right now Mile is also lacking speed. It's interesting, which is quite interesting here. We can put some of our vitality into agility, I think. And in his case, we can put some of his agility into vitality. Okay. So 37, 0, 31, 36, 16. So 31, 36, 16, 37. Okay. Yeah, this was how it was earlier, and already we are getting additional attack power somehow. I don't know how. No, okay, yeah, the stats on the right are what we did have. So instead, as I said, we can reduce some of these. Maybe not so much. So instead of 31, let's go with 28. We want 1900 at least. Let's go with 25. So we reduced attack power by 50, I believe. Not 50, okay. It is 1143, and we'll reduce that slightly to 1126. Okay. And instead, yeah. All right. I think this should be fine. We have 1900 health and 1100 attack power. I feel that maybe we can get it a bit lower. Hold on. Yeah, definitely need 1900 vitality, and defense can go down, so that's not a problem. This looks like a fair outcome. Still much higher defense than expected, frankly. We can go with this defense. That gives us better attack power, but crit rate is going down, so let's give more crit rate. %40 is a good number, I feel. Alright, yeah, this I think is a good balance. Let's go with this. In her case, we need to move from health to speed. So for mile, actually, let's first do it for mile. All right. We can reduce her we can reduce her HP and give her more agility. This should be better. It also increases her defense as well. Yeah, this should be fine. We can actually reduce her. Luck also gives her speed though. Fine, let's keep this. And same for Luna. 30, 12, 16, 26, 36. All right. High crit rate already. Good defense as well. We need more agility for her and less vitality. Damage is basically due to her vitality. So yeah, we can bring her to 1900 and we can bump up her agility by that same amount, which again increases her attack power and defense. This is a much better split for her though. All right. Be back, guys. Alright, I'm back. I had somebody at my door. So now, where were we? We were upgrading attributes for our lady Luna. Oh, we had already done that, I guess. Yeah, we had already done that. Fine. So she has the lowest defense for now. Do I want to change anything in her case? Speed is pretty high. Defense is not that high, and crit rate is, yeah. We can look at it, or we can just raise up her defense the next time we fight. It's not like it's too different from Miles. Yeah. All right. I think we are good. Yeah, in terms of skills as well, I wanted to take a look, right? So she has 6 points and she can unlock another skill, or we can reset and get her a different skill altogether. She can get Fire Rage, which deals increasingly high fire damage to all enemies every turn until she receives damage. That's not that great. Terra Quake is there, and then we have Typhoon, Stormcaller, and Elemental Genesis. So Stormcaller does medium lightning damage at the end of the turn for all enemies, and low lightning damage when they receive damage, and it continues to run for 3 turns. This is actually a great skill to start off with at the beginning of the round. And if there are 2 fire states, then it can consume those for double thunder strikes at the end of the turn. This is actually a thunder stain generating machine, is what I would say. Effectively, it's burn, but in lightning form. It's pretty good, I would say. Yeah. Then there's Lightning Dance, which deals very high single target lightning damage, 6 hits, critical hits trigger an additional hit, and consumes 3 strains for much greater damage. 1 for ice, 1 for fire, and 1 for earth. I think this is worth looking at, frankly. But we don't have enough skill points. We need 1 more for that, which is unfortunate. Where would I put it? That's the question. I have currently put Thunderfall. I suppose I'd put it in place of Thunderfall. Yeah. Fine, we'll get 1 more, what do you call it? Yeah, we'll get 1 more skill point and then run that, because otherwise we can't do it, I think. Yeah, we had opened up this one. We had opened up Crystal Crush, and we wanted to open up, yeah, but we did spend 4 points on Elemental Trick. We can skip doing that and instead open up Lightning Dance. And then there is Elemental Genesis, which deals extreme damage to all enemies. Ooh, 8 hits. Each hit deals damage in a random element, can only be cast with all 4 stains. So basically it can only be cast with post Elemental Trick, right? This is probably worth having, and we can follow this path to have it. Lightning Dance, Stormcaller, and Elemental Genesis. I wanted Typhoon, but with Inverted and with Confident, there is no point in having that kind of skill, and we'll just keep Revitalization handy for that. So yeah, let's reset our points. Wildfire I still find to be very useful. Crystal Crush will keep, although it's not doing as much damage as I thought it should, and otherwise we'll use we'll not basically put anything in Elemental Trick, instead open up Lightning Dance. In fact, we can save even more. No, we can't. Okay. Because we need it for wildfire. Alright, we are good. We have 3 points, but we can't use them. And as for skills, yeah, so here, oops, okay, let's put mayhem there. Let's put there is revitalization over here. Wildfire will go here. We're just used to that. I'll put Crustal Crush over here. Actually, there is a Thunderfall. Yeah, we got Thunderfall there. It used to have Thunderfall there. And these two should be thermal transfer. Excuse me. Sorry, I felt a sneeze coming up, but it took its sweet time. Anyway, where were we? So we have Lightning Dance. Yeah, that's the only one. No, Lightning Dance we don't want, right? Okay, we want Lightning Dance, not Thunderfall. Yeah, we want Lightning Dance, not Thunderfall. And the last one that we want is Crustal Crush. Let's put it here and let's put mayhem over here. Alright? Looks good, looks good. Yeah, let's go with this. This is our set for Luna. He's fine, although I haven't again used leadership to at any point in time. In her case, we have Pierce. I call it Pierce. Sword Ballet, Breaking Rules, Direct Fury, Fencer's Flurry, and Offensive Switch. I think Offensive Switch is one that can be replaced, but we don't have enough points to do it, right? Yeah, I don't want Mesofort anymore. I can get 4 points there. I can get Rain of Fire instead of Offensive Switch. But it requires 5 AP. Again, it requires 3 AP. Questions. Alright, I think we have spent enough time, more than an hour, just doing these things. Let's do you have anything to talk to these guys about?
One down, one to go.
These are the older dialogues that we already did. I don't think I want to interact right now, frankly, because we've already spent a lot of time here. Let me think. Let me think. Yeah, let's go and okay, fine. Let's carry on with the story. Sure.
Always so calm about everything.
Is that a question?
An observation. Luna is intent and obsessed. Mael is nervous and eager, but you're calm.
Why is that strange? I guess. Death and I, we've walked a long road together.
I guess that's true for me too.
Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Home.
Yes, home. With everyone I've ever loved.
You believe in an afterlife?
Don't know. If there is, then I'll see everyone after death, and if there isn't, I'll simply join them in death. I'll be with them either way.
It's an interesting philosophy. For someone so young.
True. I'm not quite as old as you. Why don't you share some of the wisdom you've accumulated over your very long life?
How kind of you to acknowledge my wisdom. Can you, mention my wisdom to Minako sometime?
Oh, actually, isn't Minoko even older? Eskie too. Perhaps I should ask them instead.
No, please do. You'll probably learn valuable things about never-feeding rocks.
I just noticed that the facial animations might be geared towards another language, not English. That's what it looks like right now, at least.
All I can offer is another story.
I'm not really in the mood for stories tonight.
Oh, and here I had prepared something truly dark and heart-wrenching.
Save it for tomorrow. Let's do something else tonight.
What do you have in mind?
That depends. How adventurous are you feeling?
I mean, like hunt Neverons. What?
I'm waiting for you to connect the dots.
Interesting. Is there a romance option here?
Oh, you mean, adventure.
You've been alone too long on this continent. When was the last time you seduced someone?
Not counting Minako. I'll admit it's been a while.
So?
Interesting. Well, can't say no.
Do you even need to ask?
Saying no would have felt rude. That's what I would say. She made the first move. You're a guy. What are you supposed to do, right? But, and she's also the most laid back of the three. She was also the first to, accept our guy. It's all sort of after making the decision that I'm justifying it. But I think that's fine. Nice. We have a new attack unlocked for Skay, and we have a new lover. Amazing.
About?
The odds of killing Axons. Close, but not zero.
Not zero.
Again, the same options, and there is nothing further to discuss with Luna.
Have nightmares too.
Yeah.
Again, the same dialogue, so nothing else.
Seems you were right about these expeditioners. A most impressive group. They've grown on you, maybe. They have.
Again, same old dialogues. What about SKA? Yep.
What about using your rock? Okay, yeah, I see. It's
Alright. Nothing else to do. Let's see if there is any other option. Nope. Go to sleep. Alright, we have spent a lot of time here, made Skiel into more than a friend, it seems. And now we can carry on. Skiel, Monaco, Luna, Maya. Okay, that's the party, fine. How much is everybody leveled up? She's close to 41, not as close, very close to 43, close to 41, not as close. So we should actually have Luna instead of Skiel in the party. Okay. Alright. Now we are here. Okay. Next, let's do the story.
Let us get wet.
Yeah, this is the forgotten battlefield. We can go through these corals to reach the area behind it. I still don't think we can fight this guy. And the same thing applies to Golgra as well. Maybe after, as I think I had also mentioned earlier, right? After taking care of this next axon, we can check out Golgra, that ice chromatic Nebron, right? And this one as well. All right. Hello there. Our next destination. Let's see if there's anything else around here. Oh, which reminds me, we didn't actually check out the areas around the Visage Island either for additional stuff. Nothing seems to be here. At least nothing that we would miss. I don't think we can even get over here. We can? We can't. Okay. There's something to dive for over there. Nothing over here. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. Nothing over here. Those actually are not sand dunes. That's a very long piece of cloth. Very odd. Yep, it is. And that's very, very odd. Okay. Nothing around this island, by the way. Have we been here? I think we have been here. Yes, we have surely been here, right? We haven't. Alright. Oh, there's a journal entry here. Okay.
Useful.
No, it's Chroma. Okay, my bad. And have we talked to this guy? I don't think we have. Alright, let's keep going. I just want to check out what is around the Visage Island as well. I think we did do a lap around it once, but it was very perfunctory. It was not at all something which went through every area nearby, like this one, for instance. Oh, here we have already been. Okay. The double mimes were there, and we had fought them there. I think that's the place from where we had exited after fighting the double mime. Right here, right? Or not exited, but okay. Something here.
Interesting.
More chroma. Alright, fine, fine. That looks like some kind of a stronghold of people flying around in an airship. I think we might need to go there as part of the story later. That's the feeling that I am getting. Are these mobs? Yeah, they look like mobs. Let's fight them. Let's see how well we are doing now. One is flying, okay. What do we want to do? We want to do a regular attack on this guy.
Let's carve a path.
And do phantom stars. Excellent. We have balanced, but before that, let's put mark on this guy. No mark yet. No mark yet. Resistant, okay. Still resistant, no mark. Are we not going to get a mark? Fine, let's use Abyss Wind. Dodged, okay. We can use another Abyss Wind, but I'll try another one of these. Still no mark. Amazing. Okay. Let's do another. Okay, no attack. Nothing happened. Fine. Let's use thermal transfer. Actually, wildfire should catch it as well. So let's use wildfire. Fine.
Careful, Verso.
Killed. Okay, fine. Amazing. 3 level 11 weapons. Okay. Let's check out what they are. One is 2 are for her actually. Golem, which is a light element weapon with 50% chance to generate a light stain when consuming stains. This is similar to what I have currently, right? Plus 1 AP when consuming light stain, 20% increased damage with skills per active light stain. Scaverum is the opposite of Golem, I think. No, it's slightly different. It's better. And the other one was Troubadour. Oh, that got leveled up. I already had it. Okay, fine. And I think she got a weapon, Battlum. That, yeah, it's not leveled up. It's a new weapon. Her Glacium is much stronger, obviously. Double gradient generation while in defensive stance. If stanceless base attack switches to defensive stance. And 5% of gradient charge on parry. This is pretty interesting, I'd say. But still, no element. Not that great. Still good to get new weapons. Oh, it got upgraded. I already had it. Fine. 2 weapons got upgraded. And I got a new weapon, Golem. That's how it is. I don't think there's anything else over here. What about this beach? There are some mobs over here. Let's fight them. Alright. We will do the same thing. Do a regular attack. And then use phantom stars. Amazing. They are strong. Okay. Now let's hit it. That damaged them. Excellent. Let's kill this one. Not dead. Okay. But marked. I'd use a glass earthquakes. I'm in heavy, yeah. I can use it. Oh, killed. Amazing. And I got a level up on energizing pain. The Pictus. Oh. I suppose not that great a set of rewards, but still some rewards. Some reward. Yeah, I can break this now. I don't know why it's just there randomly. Oh, it gives a new Picto. Oh, critical break. 203 speed, 8% crit rate. %25% increased break damage on critical hits. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is speed and crit rate. Okay. Can probably replace combo attack with it. Then I'll have to add combo attack over here, which is, how much is combo attack? What, 10? Yeah, 10. Fine, we'll not have combo attack for her for now. Feels a bit odd though. Immaculate is there for 10, rewarding mark, energizing start, energizing parry, breaker is there, critical burn is there. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, can't really put in combo attack for now. Fine. We won't put in combo attack for now, we'll put in 10 later, but it's a very good Picto that we picked up, so let's keep it. Alright, this area is also done. Then there was this little island, fine. I don't think we came over here. Can you even get over here from SKA? We can't. We can't get over here. There's a different way to get over here. We'll have to figure that way out. Interesting. Didn't think that would happen. There's nothing on this piece of, well, it's actually visage, another visage. So there was nothing on that visage. Nothing around this island either. Alright, we are done. Let's head back to where we are supposed to go. Yeah. And finally, let's continue with the story. I guess it's been quite a long time. Any mobs over here? There seems to be something there. There seems to be something in all these places. This is nothing. Just some decor that you'll typically find near an altar, I suppose. Gives you Egyptian vibes somehow. The stones. Let's see. Cyrene. The name gives you piratey vibes, but yeah, the decor is very
Architecture looks very different here.
correct. It does look very
This
different.
place never existed before the fracture.
It's beautiful. Feels surreal.
I guess Kiel would like to explore this area. We have something. Oh, that's where we came in from. Okay. What is over here? Let's check it out. Nothing. All right. A cutscene. Fine. Let's go. That's Skia flying around. Is that the axon? More flying axons, amazing.
Zilin, she who plays with wonder.
It's so
Guys, snap out of it.
What's going on? I don't know.
She's manipulating your emotions. You have to focus.
Thank you, Monoko.
Be careful. They call her she who plays with wonder. But what she really does is play with your head.
Let's move fast. We'll lose our minds.
All right. A flying boss, I think. I hope not, though. Seriously. Flying enemies. Such a pain in the arse. Okay, any other? I thought these were things that were loot, but they are not. What would this one? Oh, we can interact with it. Okay. It's a lift. Okay. Anyway, we had to take it, I think. There was nowhere else where we could have gone. And there was no loot either. So this is the actual start of the level, I suppose. Underground. Or at least on the ground level. Still no checkpoint though. There is a path over here. Almost missed this. Again, the environments are so good and so different, right? Some more loot. Finally some loot, in fact. A resplendent chroma catalyst, always welcome, thank you. Let's keep going.
For too long or you'll go insane. I've seen people jumping off a cliff just from looking at her.
It is mesmerizing.
This dance feels familiar. This is kind of dancing towards a Lumiere.
I don't think so. Never seen it.
Interesting. Their personalities really come out in responding to this Celine. Alright, finally we have a checkpoint. and we can upgrade skills. Oh, right. Our guy got. Oh, fine. All right. What can we do? Attack power has gone up. Defense is fine. Crit rate is high. Agility. Or might. I think agility. Speed is something that I find very worrisome if there is a big difference in speed. So yeah, let's keep a good high speed. It's also increasing defense, although that has not impacted the attack power. But let's go with this here. And what about skills? Has anything open for him? He has 6 points now and can open light holder, a medium single target light damage. 5 hits at completion, gains 1 rank. And do AP. I wanted Endbringer, right? Deals extreme single target physical damage, increased damage if the target is stunned, and can reapply stun. Yeah, this is very good actually. So I can stun with where is it? Not powerful. Phantom stars, or even not just phantom stars. Perfect break, and then go for at S rank Endbringer, and then go for phantom stars. Fine. Actually, Strike Storm is not bad, but oh yeah, and we can open Overload as well. Increase rank to A and refill all AP, but said yeah, self health to 1. Okay. Speed burst is based on the speed difference amongst the two. He's almost opened up all his, well, not all his skills, apart from this set, most of his skills. Fine, let's open up the light holder. This is a good one actually. Do I want to use it? That's the question. I can use it instead of follow up. If it's A rank, then we'll get to S rank and get to AP back basically. Yeah, let's keep it. I think it's fine. 5 hits is good. Alright. Let's carry on. Did we need to rest? No, we don't. Okay, fine. Alright. After fighting maybe a couple of battles, we'll need to bring in Skiel and Mael. These are mobs, right? Okay. Oh, here they come. Okay. Where is it? Let's fight. It's a flying mob again though. Okay. Just keep doing this then. 1. Okay. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Done. No loot. Unfortunate. Oh, all these mobs are taken out. Okay, fine. No loot over here. No loot over here either. Let's keep going. All these I don't know, all these containers, jars and other stuff, but no loot makes me feel sad. Don't put all of this there and then not have any loot around it. Let's fight. There are a lot of mobs here. After this I think we'll need to swap out these two guys. Let's keep going. Let's hit one. Alright. 2, 3, 1, 2. Done. Nice. All 3 Lumina have been loaded. Okay. Let's see what is in here. Is there? Yeah, there is. Oh. There are 2 different directions we can go in. Okay, interesting. Let's break this. Oh, there's just some item. Okay.
Good stuff.
Resplendent chroma catalyst. Fine, we can go down there. Let's first fight these guys. They are guarding a journal. One, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nicely done. Got a recoat. Luna leveled up, not Monaco. Oddly enough, that both were more or less at the same level, but that seems wasn't the case.
Shield, 55th. I don't understand. The weaponry worked brilliantly up to now. Augmenting Pictos with music was a stroke of genius. But the sonics have no effect on the Nephrons here. It's as if they can't even hear our music. They just keep dancing to their own. We're running out of ideas. I miss my girls so much it kills me. It hurts thinking that I could have been home right now playing music while they dance. Wish I would have given birth by now. I could be holding my first grandchild. Instead, I'm here. No. No. There's still a chance, and someone has to fight for them. I can't let them down. Drums, maybe that will work. They can't hear our music, but perhaps they will feel it.
They really did try literally everything that they could think of in order to reach the paintress or explore the continent, whichever was their objective.
Good stuff.
More color of Lumina. Okay, so nothing else here. More enemies on this side, but no loot. Fine, let's fight this enemy as well. Almost messed that up. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, done. Monaco is also leveled up. Okay. I think we can replace these two now with whom do we replace? Mile. They are also leveled up. Amazing. Mild scale it is. There is something here. Any mobs? Nope.
Interesting.
More resplendent chroma catalyst. We can go down here. Okay. So this is the second direction we can travel in. Seems like it. Oh, there's a lift here. All right. So this will allow us to move to probably that area up front. Actually, there is no clear. Maybe that area over there, straight ahead. There is a circular lift that I can see there. Yeah, I can't see any other place where it would fit in, frankly. Okay. So we'll come here after we have explored the underground. The area that I didn't go in because I wanted to finish exploring this outside part. Also, I wanted to take a look here at these dancing folks. More lifts which are just hanging around in the air. Okay, fine. Amazing. Yep. Amazing level design, seriously. For such a small team, they've put in a lot of creativity in developing these levels. Just from the artistic standpoint, in some cases they also loop back in and connect together very well, but here it's mostly about the art, the kind of atmosphere that it creates, right? Hey, let's fight. Don't jump scare us.
Let's carve a path.
Alright. Only a single mob. Okay, mod. Done. Didn't even make any sense. Why just a single mob? And what is this?
Nice.
Resplendent chroma catalyst. Okay, that's it. Yeah, nothing else here. Even the screen was growing dark. But we can go over there. Oddly enough, everywhere else there are those lifts, but here, or elevators, you have a grapple hook. This opens up to a new area. Oh no, not a new area. Another lift. And a treasure. An openable treasure. Okay, great. 1, 2. Where is the third one? Though can't see it anywhere here. Do we have to take the elevator down? Oh, here it is. We don't. Hello. Alright, let's pick up whatever we just unlocked, the treasure. A new Pictos, shield affinity, 30% increased damage while having shields, but receiving any damage always removes the shields. Okay, that's an interesting one. Somebody who continuously generates shields would enjoy that, I would say. Would give speed and critical rate. Okay. How do you keep generating shields? I think there was a skill that, yeah, he had, right? He also received a new skill, by the way. I didn't realize it. A ballet charm deals low single target damage when it applies powerless to the target for 3 turns. Caster mask, increase damage. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, applies 1 to 2 shields to the target. And heavy mask gives 2 AP to the target as well, a buff. He also could put shields on himself. Not this one. This one. No, this is cutting through shields, not that one. This one. Bouclier Fortify. Apply shields, apply shell as well as a shield if it's a heavy mask. That's a waste, it's not an attack at all. Okay, we can't use this particular Pictos right now. Okay, fine. So we have this elevator and the other one. I think this one might take us to a secret area, while the other one will continue the story. So yeah, let's use this guy first. It's taking us back up. Didn't expect that. No, it's now taking us far away. Okay. Don't tell me we will get attacked in the air. Does this bring us back to where we started from? It feels like the area that we started from, right? No. And that looks like a chromatic boss. Yeah. Secret boss it is. It is a chromatic greatsword cultist. Oh, amazing. That was not a good thing. Okay. I'll just use healing tint on her. We can't use a healing tint on her. An energy tint on her.
I've been through worse.
Let's give an energy tint to her. All right. Let's use breaking rules. Okay. Saved. Not saved. Almost got it. Unfortunate. What should we do? Use revive, obviously. Thank you. Use another revive, obviously.
Ready to strike.
Okay. In his case, hold on. That will give me 4, and then I can. Yeah, let's first attack.
Let's carve a path.
Now we have 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can do an attack. What can we use? Light holder. Let's go with light holder. Not a lot of damage. Parried. Another attack? No. Okay, good. What can we use? That's the question here. Let's use Grim Harvest.
This will hurt.
Breaking rules. Why did she do a third attack? I thought it was only two. Damn it. Almost got the parry. Okay. Again, we can only do a regular attack.
Time to end this.
Then do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then use perfect break. Yeah. Broken. No. That's unfortunate. Parried. Let's use gradient attack, that will get rid of all the shields. But before that, let's first get rid of the shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Nice. And we have another 9 AP. So we can use everything. Delaying slash should delay the opponent. Right now that seems to be the best idea. Let's use it.
Time to hit big.
Done, I think. Sword ballet, yeah.
This will hurt.
Ciresso, level 14. Resplendent chroma catalyst into 2, color of Illumina into 5. That looks like a weapon for yeah, Mael, right? Excellent. Too bad I couldn't get a parry. Was pretty close, I felt, in some cases. Let's use a heal. Let's look at Miles' weapons. Level 14, level 14. No, it's not for her. It's for him. Yeah, it is. No element. Bonus damage from perfection applies to all allies at half value. Amazing. Bonus damage no longer applies to Verso. Not good. Perfection gained is increased by 1 while powerful. Okay. Support skills cost 1 less AP. Oh, so this is all a support weapon basically. How does it look? Nothing great. Fine. Just curious. And we get a Picto.
Good stuff.
Effective heal. Double all heals received. Nice. Health and defense. Okay. There is another area over here. Okay. I'd missed that. Hey, come over. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Done. More. Okay. Any other items over here? Nothing here. Let's first attack this mob. One, two, three. 1, 2, 1, 2. Done. 3. Scale leveled up. Mile should level up as well very soon. Yeah, there is one more battle. Color of Lumina. Okay, always welcome. We need to get 10, in fact. Another Pictos. Not a Pictos, I think that's a journal entry. I'm not sure. Let's see. Alright. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Alright, good. You can swap them out. Let's see what is over here. Create a shell. Did level up the 10% to shell damage reduction. Oh, this is useful. Especially with activation of shells, right? If we are getting that. And you can go further up, okay. Okay. Amazing. Did we just come back to where we started from? No, obviously not. There's a new area. But we are going in the direction where we started from, okay? Maybe that is the shortcut. Okay, again a new area. I don't think we have been here. Or were we? Oh, there's another elevator here. Okay, we'll take that, but first let's... we are at the beginning again, the start of the level, right? All the way back. Indeed. 33636. Okay. Defense. She needs defense. She's good actually. Just increase her attack maybe. Vitality also is a good option. I'll give her more attack. More attack for him as well. No, let's give him agility. Yeah. Defense for her. She needs agility actually, not defense. She gets some defense with that, but agility is more important. Attack power. Alright. Any skills that can be learned? She has 15 TAM points now. Okay. How much does she need to open this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, 14. Yeah, she can open it now. So do we go for that or Dark Wave? That's the question. For one thing, what are the skills that she has? Bad Omen, Marking Card, Phantom Blade, Grim Harvest, Sealed Fate, and Dealing Slash. Okay. No buffs as of now. But if we gave her this, apply Shell, Powerful, and Rush to all allies. Not to herself though. That's a problem. I don't like that part actually. We can also open. No, we can't. We can't open Final Path. So we had used, what did we use for AoE? There was an AoE that we had put on her, right? Don't tell me I didn't have an AoE on her. Yeah, Bad Omen is the AoE. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll update and then let's take a break. And I'll be back again later today for another stream. We'll also upgrade at that time, I suppose. I don't want to take this decision in a hurry. She has 4 points as well. He has 1 point. Mile has 5 points. Monaco is Monaco. Scale though, well, we can always reassign. But portal consuming attacks, right? That's basically what we are looking at. And Bad Omen is a portal applying attack, so it's not a consuming attack. A consuming AoE is something that we don't have. I want to actually use it, and I will keep it in place of Sealed Fate. Yeah, we have Phantom Blade for single target high damage and it can break. So I'll replace Sealed Fate with Dark Wave. The only issue is that it's all dark damage, right? Apart from Dealing Slash, everything is dark damage. But I want to keep Phantom Blade. Can break. Yeah, there is no other attack that can break, so I have to keep Phantom Blade for that. Fine. Let's go with that. Alright. She has 5 more points, but we'll let her keep those. Alright. So yeah, let's go get back to, I think before we close the stream, let's get back to the area from where we are supposed to go further ahead. We did loop back, just not in the way that I had expected. I thought we would loop back to the place from where we had started on the alternate route. Instead, we ended up looping back to the first area from where we had started. Alright, let's take this elevator. Lift is, I think, what they call it in India, and in British countries, elevator in those with US influence. But anyway, I'll just switch around at my pleasure. Okay, I didn't expect this to happen. Okay, completely different area. Fine. Hey, there is a... Is that... It's not alive, I think. The gestural. Is it dead? Hello? You are alive. What are you doing, man? It's been so long. Okay. The day spent surfing on the dunes. Gone. Whoever built this Colosseum sucks. Alright. You seem to be unhappy with how things have changed. I can completely understand that, man. Alright. 3 directions. Nowhere can I find a checkpoint. Checkpoints? Oh. Not a checkpoint, but petanque. There's a petanque here. Alright. Broken. Color of Lumina. Alright. Surprising. Every time I feel like when there is one of those crystal stones at the end of a path, that it will open up a new path, but it doesn't. It's just the stone for us to break and get something out of it. This seems to be a room full of mobs, and we are supposed to move over a flying carpet, or a couple of flying carpets in fact. Okay. Yeah, so the elevators or lifts themselves are also flying pieces of cloth bound together. Interesting. No, there is loot here, down there, but there is no checkpoint. A bit confusing why there is no checkpoint anywhere around here. Let's go in this direction. The petanque should be here, I think. Yeah, there's the petanque. Do we want to fight the petanque right now? Not sure. How come there is no checkpoint? Slightly surprised. Okay, fine. Let's fight the petanque. Interesting. This is a big room. The petanque might fall down over here. Do we have to make him fall down, or do we have to turn him around? I'm not clear on that. Also, can we get in there? Let's see. Okay. We can get in there.
Interesting.
Some chroma. Keep going, sir. Keep going, sir. Not there. Not there either. Yeah, that's, I think, this is not where he's supposed to fall down. We are supposed to move him all the way around, I think. Keep going. Yeah, now get out. Exactly. Exactly. That was just a false direction for people to keep trying against, right? Banging their heads. Alright, let's quickly try to finish this off. Come on. Come on. Alright. Bad Omen. Dark Wave is not available. Use marking card. Amazing. Regular attack.
Let's carve a path.
Perfect break. Let's use Phantom's stars first. Alright. It doesn't have any shields. Fences, buddy. Fine. Nice.
It's locked on you. My leg.
Let's try it.
Amazing. I thought I missed quite a few. I did, in fact. It will flee in 2 turns. It should be killed before that. Okay, I don't have anything because I kept on eating attacks. Let's do this then. No, let's not do that. Let's use let's use one of these, and then let's use an item, an energy tint on Smile.
Ready to strike.
Nice. Do a regular attack
Ready to strike.
and use Perfect Break to get S rank. She cannot use Sword Ballet, unfortunate, but she can use Pierce, and she's inoffensive. So either Flare, Fury or Pierce. Let's use Pierce. Excellent. I have to finish it off this turn. Okay. Again, use a marking attack and use an item on. Do I need to use an item on Mile? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's use a regular attack. I think this should be finished in this because I am in S rank and I have Phantom Stars available. Yeah, it's dead. Resplendent Chroma Catalyst 5, Recode 1 and Color of Lumina 5. Excellent. A resource heavy boss. As in resource heavy in the sense that you get a lot of resources out of it. A resource drop heavy. Alright, I think we are good to move into the next area. I don't think there's anything else in the room where the petanque was originally. So yeah, we'll, as I said, we'll stop here for now. I will get back on the stream in a few hours, in another stream that is. It's been enjoyable till now. Obviously the game is very good. I really enjoy the environments and the atmosphere that they create. Our team has been continuously, you can say, improved and optimized. So they're doing good damage, they have good defense. Overall, I'm happy with the way things are turning out. And we'll continue doing that till we finally face something which truly requires us to modify the way that we play. But hopefully our regular small optimizations will bear the necessary effect and not lead us into that kind of a dead end. Alright, thanks everyone, whoever is watching, and see you in the next stream. Rodent signing off. Bye bye.